How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. We are on manga chapter number 243, and the title of this week's chapter is Off to Endeavor's Agency.
After you graduate, you'll work by my side. I'll lead you down the path of the mighty Shoto.
So it looks like Horikoshi is wasting zero time getting us to Endeavor's work study. I'm glad we're getting right to it, and I cannot wait to see the interactions that we are about to get. This should be a pretty fun chapter. But one thing to note with this chapter reaction is the fact that I'm going to be reading off of the official Viz translation due to the fact that a lot of the chapters came out early this week due to a holiday in Japan. And that even goes for the official release. So we're going to be a little bit more official with this chapter reaction. But coming off of last week's chapter, it was basically a Christmas chapter, and I absolutely loved it. Just getting to see Class 1A plus Eri celebrating Christmas, having fun. It was cute, it was adorable, but it was the ending of the chapter that has me hyped going into this chapter, because Todoroki walked up to Deku and Bakugo and basically said, hey guys, if you don't have a work study, come with me and do your work study under Endeavor. This arc has great potential, and with every new chapter I get more and more excited, and I bet you I'm going to be even more excited after this chapter. So I am ready to dive right into chapter 243, but let's kick things off with the new color page. And damn. This looks so good. I love the characters in this color spread, the colors being used. The environment is really interesting because it's basically a tattered and torn dorm room. There's just furniture and clothes scattered all over the floor. Posters are ripped and torn on the walls. And for some reason, there's a vacuum coming through the ceiling. I don't know why, but one is. We got Kirishima, Ashido, Bakugo, Todoroki, Deku, and Ochiko. And our two ladies, Ashido and Ochiko, damn! They look really good. But I'm curious as to why only these characters. I wonder if these are going to be the characters that we are going to focus on moving forward in this arc, because that would make sense, specifically with Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku, and as well with Ochiko and Kirishima. But having Ashido here, I hope that she gets some focus in this work study arc moving forward, because I like the stuff that we got with her during the Culture Festival, but if we get more with her during this arc, I am all for it. But yeah, this color page looks awesome. But I'm ready to dive into the actual chapter, chapter 243, Off to Endeavor's Agency. New Year's Eve. In light of the dormitory system, it became tricky for the students to go home. But this time, they were accompanied by pro-hero escorts and allowed to visit their families for one day. And we see Deku visiting his mom. Oh, it's been such a long time since we have seen Mrs. Midoriya. It's been over 100 chapters. It's really nice to see her again. But damn, I kind of wish we saw her in her better state. What is wrong with her?
Oh no.
She's wheezing, she's foaming at the mouth, she is shaking uncontrollably. Deku, what did you just say to your mom right here? And that's how Uraraka and Shinzo saved me. So no harm, no foul, I guess. But it was super powerful. Mom? Hearing this in person, my poor heart. Mom! She is freaking out because she's hearing about all the times Deku was in danger.
Well, the idea of passing on a quirk or inheriting it just doesn't make any sense to me. I've never heard anything like that before. Powers are supposed to be unique to each individual. I mean, since the first superpower, no one's ever been able to just give someone else their power like a present. That's crazy. If this is true, it would cause a...
Stop nerding out!
Deku, there's a time and a place to where sometimes you just gotta keep some things to yourself. Stop worrying your mom. But it looks like she's able to calm down just a little bit after drinking some of the drink she's got. And we see Deku grabbing something out of his robe. Oh, remember that girl I told you about on the phone? Well, little Eri sent me this. It's a letter she wrote. Cool, right? Eri wrote Deku a letter. She's basically doing what Koda did.
I got a letter at the hospital. It's from the boy I saved at the training camp.
Yo, wait a minute. This is from a volume extra. There's an extra of Eri writing a letter to Deku with Mirio right next to her.
He's right, you know.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
This has to be that same letter. Mr. Deku, your dance and singing was very great. Thank you for all the fun. I had fun. The candy apple was yummy. Good luck with your quirk, Mr. Deku. And she drew a picture of Deku on there. Oh, that is adorable. She's learning to write. Yeah, there's a lot of grammatical errors in there. It's not good writing, but who cares? It's Eri. It's adorable.
Adorable.
I was only able to do so much for her, but still, she clearly put a lot of effort into this letter. And Mrs. Midoriya is just uncontrollably crying. The waterworks have begun. Whoa! The Koka family downstairs are gonna wonder why there's a leak in their ceiling. And Mrs. Midoriya is trying to stop herself from crying. When you were little, you'd pretend to be All Might. You'd try to help people in trouble and come home covered in bruises because you didn't have that sort of power. As your mother, I felt I had to protect you. And she's wiping away her tears. That's how it was for so long. And you see Deku beginning to well up in his eyes as well. Oh my god, that flashback of All Might bowing before Mrs. Midoriya.
If you can promise me you'll do that, then he can return to UA.
Oh, Mom.
I promise.
I love that scene so much. If you can promise me that, then I'll give you my consent. But now, seeing that look on your face, it's like I don't have to worry anymore. And the floodgates open up yet again. Oh my god. Now you have both of them crying. Like mother, like son. Oh, it's nice to have Deku's mom again. I like these moments between Deku and his mom. Very nice. New Year's morning. Got your hanky? Yup. Don't go catching cold out there. Okay. And don't forget to text me. Okay. And you see Cementos just standing there. So he was Deku's pro-hero escort. And just look at that smile on Cementos' face. Like, he is enjoying this moment. He just loves seeing how motherly Deku's mom is towards him. Like, she is a good mom. And Cementos is acknowledging that. Good luck with the work study. I'll be back soon. Oh, this shot right here is a good callback. I would notice that anywhere. That is the same exact shot for when Deku was leaving for his first day at UA.
I'm really proud of you, son.
That day, I began my high school career. I'll see you soon.
Horikoshi with that parallel. I like that a lot. And it's basically drawn the same way too. Very, very cool. I'm back. And now we're going over to Hawks. So Deku is going off to his work study, and now we're switching over to Hawks. And we're back at the mansion.
Deep within a bleak and dismal swamp, hidden beneath its murky waters, lies the headquarters of the most sinister villains of all time. A Legion of Doom.
I didn't think that we would be getting Paranormal Liberation Front stuff this early in the arc. I thought we would have some breather, but no. And look who it is greeting Hawks at the front gate. Mr. Slide and Go, the Cha-Cha Slide himself.
Slide to the left, slide to the right, cha-cha real smooth. Let's go to work.
What is he doing here? Just look at him zoom across the ground. Oh my god, this man is a joke, but I love him. He's just so ridiculous. Oh, and where were you, number 2? Just getting some proper coffee. That black sludge you got here is not for me. We can't have you flying around all willy-nilly. Next time, ask for permission first. Really, Slide and Go? You're gonna be talking that way to Hawks? He ranks higher than you in any way, shape, or form. Like, know your place. Show some respect right now for Hawks. Damn. Huh? Isn't the Liberation Army all about giving people freedom? In the Liberation Front, I rank higher than you, Hawks. And I'm older. Wow, he is pulling rank on Hawks.
Hey! Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
He may not rank higher than Hawks in pro-hero society, but in the Liberation Front, I guess seniority-wise, but damn! Like, slide and go. That's not gonna fly at all. Pun intended. Like, show some respect. And I love how Hawks is just like so sarcastically giving him the salute, and he's like, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Hawks doesn't care about this guy in the slightest. He's like, say whatever you want, dude. I don't care. Oh, Skeptic is in this chapter. My boy Feelgood is in this chapter. Let's go. What's this about you ranking higher, Slide and Go? He is about to tear Slide and Go a new one.
I'll tell you what I think. It doesn't matter what you think.
First I've heard of that. I suppose you're influential enough to spread the liberation ideals throughout society. Nobody told me you were an important player who could extract intel from the biggest heroes out there. God, as you just nag. I love you, Skeptic. You're the best. Global tracking. Every communication recorded. Live feeds of his conversations and what he's seeing. These 20 micro devices planted on Hawks.
You what?
They put 20 microphones in Hawks' feathers. He's being monitored at all times then.
Oh no.
Hawks, you gotta be careful. These 20 micro devices planted on Hawks will expose the heroes.
Watch out!
Oh, this panel right here. I like this panel of the Feel Good Inc. satellite hovering above Hawks. Just emphasizing once again, like they are watching his every move as he just nonchalantly cracks open his coffee. You, Slyden, are a pawn capable of browsing the hero network and nothing more. But Hawks' reach extends far deeper. Exactly.
And I quote, you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Hawks is more valuable than you will ever be. And I feel like this diagram right here explains it perfectly. You have the people outside the walls, you have Slide and Go, who's inside the castle walls, but has little to no influence, and then you have Hawks sitting on the Iron Throne. He holds all the power and influence that the Liberation Front needs and requires. That is cool to see. After we went to the trouble of stocking up on black coffee, what can I say? Some like it sweet. I finally made contact with Dobby. Okay, so it looks like we're flashing back to Hawks contacting the Public Safety Commission. And he is doing so while flying with the duffel bag, which is supposedly filled with Best Jeanist. Like, I really want to know if the Public Safety Commission is in on Hawks' plan with what he supposedly did with Best Jeanist. Like, do they realize that Best Jeanist is missing because of Hawks' plan? They might not. And if they don't, this right here is messed up because he's calling them while he has Best Jeanist stuffed in his duffel bag. Hawks, you madman. I finally made contact with Dobby. He's still wary of me, and my correspondence with you guys is going to be monitored. From this point on, all communication needs to be in code. There we go, very smart Hawks. He already has a plan in place. For now, figuring out where the Nomu come from is top priority. Over and out. I like seeing that. Hawks adapts very, very quickly. As soon as he realizes that he is going to be monitored, his every single move and conversation is going to be overheard by Skeptic. He's like, okay, I need to adapt right now. We need to start talking in code. Hawks, you're awesome. You're doing a great job, but it's only a matter of time until he can't adapt quick enough. He's not going to be as fast as he needs to, and he's going to be found out. And now we're going over to Endeavor. Welcome, I'm Endeavor.
Hi, how are you?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Why is Endeavor smiling? He's greeting Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku, But this doesn't feel like Endeavor. Just look at Todoroki, Deku, and Bakugo's face. They are thrown off by this too. Like, Shoto looks unfazed, but Bakugo's like, what the hell? Even Deku is shocked, like, wow, we're being greeted by Endeavor. And he looks happy. I don't know why he's happy, but that has to be a facade. It just has to.
Hi, how are you?
I'm back, bitches!
Got him! Got him!
Is that the warm reception you were hoping for?
LOL.
There we go. Okay, I was worrying for nothing. He was fooling the kids. Immediately, smile turns to frown. That is the face I know from Endeavor. That is the Endeavor I know and love. Is that the warm reception you were hoping for? And then just an angry glare down at the three kids. I ain't thrilled about taking you two on. This is only because Shoto asked. I was hoping it'd just be me. Endeavor was hoping for some quality father-son training time, but Shoto was like, I ain't gonna give you that satisfaction. My friends are coming along for the ride. You already accepted them, so stop complaining. Shoto! That is what should have been his reaction, just screaming into the heavens with Shoto's name. That's what Endeavor should have done. And then we got Bakugo. Ever since our training course, I've been thinking, you're a jerk. Wow, the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, I guess it takes a jerk to recognize another jerk. Endeavor, meet Bakugo. Bakugo, meet Endeavor. Are you really friends with this kid, Shoto? Whatever. I'll put up with anything if it means seeing how the top dude operates. And then we have a little diagram showing Bakugo weighing his options. He's like, top hero? It's a little bit better than Deku and Icy Hot over here, so I'll bear with it. I told you to choose your friends wisely, Shoto. And of course, Deku is like, thank you for accepting us, being the good boy out of the group. Flame Hero Endeavor. That intensity and intimidation factor make him a reliable top hero. Oh, Deku is thinking back to when he talked back to Endeavor.
Endeavor, I am not All Might.
What? What are you talking about?
And the same goes for Todoroki. He may be your son, but he isn't you.
He may be your son, but he isn't you. Shoto is not you. Oh, that scene is so good. I love seeing that Deku talk back to Endeavor. That was a nice scene. He made quite the impression on me back at the sports festival. I've been kind of scared of the guy ever since then, honestly. But he seems different now. You're going to Endeavor? Oh, and now we're flashing over to the break room. So now we got All Might talking with Deku and Bakugo. All three of you? That's great. Be sure to learn all you can. So All Might's all four of these. He's like, go ahead, guys. All three of you, go learn under the new number one. He could teach you guys a lot of stuff. What about my one-for-all training? I think you've been doing fine ever since the day Black Whip manifested. After all, we haven't seen any other new quirks emerge, right? Who knows, we might see a new one emerge this arc. As long as you've got the locking, unlocking, visualization down, I don't expect you'll experience any more outbursts. And then Deku's like, right! I'd let them all bust out like, bam! Of course, Bakugo has to butt in and be like, I would let them all unleash the quirks. Of course, Bakugo. And then Deku's like, I bet you would. This is great timing for you too, Bakugo kid. Huh? You and Endeavor are a lot alike.
We're not so different, you and I.
And I think seeing him as he is now will do you a world of good. Exactly, All Might. I'm glad All Might is pointing this out because Endeavor has been humbled ever since taking the mantle of the number one hero spots. And for Bakugo to experience and witness that firsthand, that's going to be good for Bakugo moving forward into the series. And I'm glad All Might's kind of pointing that out. Like, this opportunity is going to be very good for you, Bakugo. If you two hope to become top heroes, you can't afford to pass up this chance. And All Might is giving them the fist bump like, A-okay, guys, go on, go do your work study under Endeavor. And then when we're back to them walking through the streets, we're here to learn, sir. And we see Endeavor looking back at them. Shoto's not me. That was you who said that. Huh?
He may be your son, But he isn't you.
He remembers that. He remembers Deku and the words he said to him. I like that. And the look on Endeavor's face. It's not of anger. It's like a calm, tranquil, almost like recognition. He's like, I understand the words that you told me back then. That is really cool to see that he remembers Deku for saying that. That is awesome. So we just see Endeavor and our Trinity continue to walk down the streets of the city. And then we just see Endeavor parkour over a railing. And then just flame on. He's activating his flame mask and beard. Sorry, but I don't give a crap about anyone but Shoto. Well, at least he's being honest with them. He's sharing his emotions and letting them know how he's really feeling. And then we just have a panel showing us some crashes in the distance. Wow, Endeavor picked up on that real quickly. You want to learn? Stand back and watch. And then Endeavor looks back, kind of shocked. Tell us what we can do. Is ready to go. The three of them reach into their suitcases, they grab their stuff, suit up, and they're like, okay, Endeavor, tell us what you need us to do. Bakugo and Deku grab their gauntlets. I'm not sure what Todoroki's grabbing from his suitcase, but he activates his ice. These guys are ready to fight alongside Endeavor, defend the city, and fight whatever villain they need to fight that is currently terrorizing the city.
Hello there.
Let's go. This looks awesome. But you already know that Endeavor's like, I don't need you guys. Stay back. Watch a pro at work. That's probably what he's going to tell them. But he's got to utilize them. These are the best sidekicks you could ask for UA to give you. The Trinity of Class 1A. And I honestly never think about this. Bakugo's grenade gauntlet. It actually decompresses and gets smaller, so it's actually travel size in the suitcase. I never really thought about that, but that honestly makes sense. I told you to stand back and watch. What did I say? I just know Endeavor. Of course he is going to say that. He's like, stay behind, watch a pro at work. Oh, is this the villain? Who is this guy right here? This guy looks dope. He's got a magnificent wizard-like beard and then like an Abraham Lincoln-sized fez on top of his head. And he's just floating there on top of bubbles. This is the guy terrorizing the city right now. Endeavor is about to fight this guy. I am looking forward to seeing this man in action. Revelations from the universe I have received. Flee! Flee, good citizens! The Dark Lord's lips curl into a wicked crescent. The end is nigh. And he's talking about the end of times. This man is Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. Decoded.
That fits him so well. The beard, him talking about the end of days. This man's name, until proven otherwise, is going to be Nostradamus. That fits too well. The end is nigh, and then he just activates his quirk. The bubbles, the spheres go crazy. They're flying everywhere. And the citizens are just running in a panic. And we also see Hawks. He's here as well. And it looks like he's perched on top of Japan's version of the Empire State Building. Oh man, what horrible timing. And he is reading the Meta Liberation War autobiography of Destro. And that is the end of the chapter. That is the end of chapter 243. And I know we're going to be on break next week, so we have to wait 2 weeks for chapter 244. But Horikoshi has been on fire these past couple of chapters because these chapters have been at least 17 pages in length. I like seeing the fact that Horikoshi is kind of back in top shape with these past 3 chapters. I hope he enjoys this break and comes back with a killer chapter because I am looking forward to the fight with Nostradamus right here. I want to know what this man's quirk is, what his real name is, how Hawks is going to be involved, because Hawks is here, and so is Endeavor and the Trinity. So are they going to team up and fight this guy? Is Hawks going to just swoop down and knock this guy out before Endeavor can even get here? I don't know, but the setup for this work study arc just has me so excited for what is to come later on. But with this chapter, it also has me worried for Hawks, because Hawks is playing really close to the fire right now. Skeptic is monitoring his every move thanks to the micro devices he implanted in Hawks' wings. He's going to hear everything Hawks say, and he's going to hear every conversation that he has. So Hawks has to be real careful. And it's just cool to see how he adapts to the situation. Once he realizes what they're going to be doing, they're going to be monitoring him, he immediately tells the commission, we gotta cease communication, and if we do communicate, we have to talk in code. That is great to see, but it still just has me worried for Hawks later on down the road. There is going to come a point to where he's not going to be quick enough, he can't adapt quick enough, and he's going to get found out that he's being a double agent, that he's spying for the heroes. But until then, we gotta deal with Nostradamus. Can't wait to see how the Trinity, Endeavor, and Hawks fit into this situation and how they fight back against this villain. We gotta wait 2 weeks, but I can't wait for next chapter. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 243 of My Hero Academia. But now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this week's chapter. What are your guys' thoughts on Hawks and how close to the fire he is playing this entire situation? And how long is it going to take until he has found out that he is spying on the villains for our heroes? But also, how hyped are you for this new work study arc to see our Trinity working under Endeavor to fight back against Nostradamus and to see where this arc can potentially go? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. That way you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys would also like to get alerts outside of YouTube, feel free to follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. That's going to do it for me here, guys. So until 2 weeks from now, when we have chapter 244 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.